In this section, we're going to use the information from a graph to write the equation of a circle. Now, once you obtain the critical information, that being the center and the radius, it's no different than what we did in the first section, which is simply popping those values into the standard deform equation of a circle. So let's start with this graph here. First of all, we need to find our center. So we look at the graph and we see that it's at the point 1, 2. So we record that down as our center. Then we look at our radius. To find our radius, we can go from the center point to any edge. So I would recommend going along one of the straight lines, either to the left, right, top, or bottom. So let's go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our length is 4. Now you can check that in any other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's going to be the same in any direction. So the length of our radius is 4. Again, since we're checking this from a graph, we want to make sure that 4 corresponds to 4 actual units. It's not graphed where each line represents 2 on the x-axis, for example. But in this case, it looks like 1 unit corresponds to 1 box on the grid. So our radius is 4. And then we just pop that into our equation. X minus the x-coordinate of our center, so in this case positive 1. Y minus the y-coordinate of our center, positive 2. And our radius is 4, so it's going to be 4 squared on the other side. So we simplify that down, and nothing's going to simplify here. This is going to stay the same, and 4 squared goes to 16. So that's the equation of this circle. Let's do one more quick example. Find the center. Well, it's clearly here at 0. Positive 1 is going to be the center of this circle. It looks like it's the same distance from all edges at this point. So 0, 1. And our radius is going to be from the center to any edge, so we'll go down in this case from 1 to 0. That's going to be length 1. Just to make sure that we are truly at the center, we can go any other direction. So in this case, 1 unit over. And yep, it's going to correspond to 1 unit. Even though it's 4 grid lines, remember that you need to check your axes to see how they're labeled. So our radius is 1. Same process, pop it into the equation. We have x minus our x-coordinate of the center, which is 0, y minus the y-coordinate of our center, which is 1, and our radius, which is 1, so that's going to be squared. Simplify this down, and we're going to, this can simplify down just to x squared, so that'll be easier. So that'll be just x squared. This y minus 1 term will stay as it is, and 1 squared just becomes 1. And that's the equation of this circle.